So I'm here on the 1st of January 2012. Happy New Year. I hope this year will be absolutely fantastic as far as reading and challenges for your own health or anything you want to decide to do. So Happy New Year! Woo! So right now I'm going to do my December in conclusion video, and I didn't read a lot in December. I actually didn't read a majority of the books that I put as to be read, and I already knew that that was going to happen because I was seeing my parents for a week and I just didn't want to read while I was there, not because I didn't have time, but just because I would rather spend all of my time with my family rather than being kind of secluded and reading. So yeah, I only got a few books done and I kind of read some that weren't in my video. I know, I'm really bad, but just December was crazy. So we're going to definitely, starting this year, we're going to make sure that I stick to it, get all the books done that I show you guys. And so, one of the first books that I've read this month was The Night Circus. And you guys know how much I loved this book. It's just pure high fantasy, and it was so descriptive and just beautifully written. It was definitely one of my favorites of December and of the year. I didn't put it in my best reads because I didn't have enough time, but you know, it is in there somehow. So The Night Circus was absolutely fantastic. I loved it. I can't wait to read it again, and I'm definitely interested in finding a UK copy of this book. So yay, I loved it so much. If you haven't read this yet and you're into fantasy novels and all that kind of stuff, definitely give this book a shot, even if you have to get it from your library, but I definitely say buy it. It was a great book for this. Another book that I read this month, which was one of the, I believe it was the first book I read, and oh my gosh, it was fantastic. And you guys know because I put it in my best reads of 2011, but definitely this is a great, great dystopian and the best of the year for me. So that was Divergent by Veronica Roth. It was just pure dystopian, like exactly what I want when I'm reading a dystopian. The world building, I seriously can't wait for the second book because I was just so captivated by this world that she left for us to discover. So definitely, if you haven't read this book, give it a shot. What are you doing? You know, don't be like me and wait forever to read it. So thank you all you guys. You know, Crystal, you definitely told me to switch to this book. So thank you so much. I loved it. It was really great, and definitely give it a try. So I say buy it. The book I read this month was Tempest by Julie Cross, and this is actually going to be released this month. And I did like it. It's kind of, I would say it is a young adult novel, but it is kind of the bridge between young adult and adult because there are, it's a little complex as far as the time travel goes. Like, I even kind of had a hard time figuring it out sometimes, and that was the only drawback for me, but I definitely really enjoyed it, and I don't know, I was really happy with the month that I had as far as reading. So definitely get this book at least from your library because I want you to give it a try since it does have mixed reviews, but I really enjoyed it. So Tempest. So another book that I read this month, which was my only disappointment of this month, was Cold Kiss by Amy Garvey. And I so badly want to like this book because I was obsessed with the book trailer. I know that sounds kind of silly, but I just really wanted to like this book. But there was just an added element in this book that was not needed at all. Drew from the real pure story that should have been there in the first place. The story is purely about Ren and Danny. There doesn't need to be anything else. If she would have just left it with that, it would have been really beautiful. Don't bother. See, I'm trying to even think like if I would say borrow this. I mean, you could if you have nothing to read, but it just was just disappointing as far as like the added love interest. So sorry. Last two books that I've read this month was book 2 and book 3 in the Vampire Academy series, and I continued on with the series from I started the first one in November, and I actually really liked it. After I finished the third one, I was just like, so upset. Like, no, that's all I can say. Like, I can't give it away, but no. Definitely like this series a lot. I'm already reading the fourth one, and they're pretty good. I will say that. Like, the first one was okay, but it's definitely, like, with each book, it's getting better and better and better. So give this series a try if you haven't. You know, Erin, I know they're sitting there on your shelf. I know you. Just try. Trust me. By the end of the second book, you're gonna be like, okay, I can go into the third. And by the third, oh my god. That was my in conclusion video. I'm definitely gonna have a lot more books read in January. So keep a lookout for my next video, which is gonna be my book haul that I got as far as Christmas. And I'm gonna do it in 2 parts, but I'll tell you about that later. Bye guys.